Hi everybody, welcome to my channel for the last game of WTC 2022. I'm facing Grudon from Team Germany Alpha. I don't remember if he's part or not of the ETC team, but we are on table 1. It's the big final, so really excited to play this round, obviously. This is my list as a reminder, and this was my opponent's list. So he's bringing a mixed arm Dread Elf army that is pretty common at the moment. You see a lot this double character general in BSB that are on cavalry very mobile. Then you have a Master Evoc. He puts also then in core 32 spears with a rending banner, 19 auxiliaries and a light cavalry as core. Then he has the mandatory Warlock Acolyte unit where you can put both character in and move really freely. 3 Gorgon that are also auto-include at the moment, really strong unit. 4 Thunder Pack, unit that I like a lot as well. 10 Obsidian Guard, 5 Shadow Riders and 2 Repeater Battery. So a mix between a bit of shooting, a little bit blocky, and a couple of mobile threats that can move easily around the map. We played Capture the Flag, which, as you know, is not my favorite one to play with my list. And Counter Trust, I picked the following spell selection, and he picked these spells. What do I think about the matchup? Yeah, it's pretty classic list. I know what to expect on the board. He has a lot of mobility, more than me. It could be easy for him to be aggressive or threat zone, and for me to block the zone where he could land will not be easy, especially if I would like to move forward. So it might be not so easy to move forward and not, yeah, with still covering the angle where he might fit with his light cavalry. So I need to be careful about that, especially cavalry, high mobility. But it's not so easy for him to engage at the same time because I have blocks that are likely to be steadfast against him, meaning I could organize countercharge and stuff. So it's not so easy for him to engage my list and not so easy for me to push against his list due to his mobility and also to catch him, which makes the matchup, especially on flag, very standoff on paper. And also, yeah, just a point about my Great Khan. I think if you check his character build, he shouldn't be in a position to beat the Great Khan in one round, meaning I could easily beat those guys. So I'm not too afraid of his character pushing me. I just need to be aware where they could charge and put the Great Khan in the right unit. My estimation of the matchup was a 10. Deployment, I won the roll for side, gave him impassable. Obviously, Counter Trust, he started to deploy. He put a light cavalry down, I put a giant, then he put another unit towards the middle, I put a cat, he put another one towards the left, I guess maybe the spears already. I put a scoring unit, and then he dropped for first turn, put the Gorgon on the right, and then everything compact on the left. So you have spears, Obsidian Guard, 2 Bolt Thrower, light cav. These guys are Thunder Pack. Then you have, what is this? Auxiliaries, yeah. Then you have light cav again, and then the cavalry Death Star, so Warlock Acolyte with both character. So yeah, I don't have a ton of option here because if I deploy strong on the left, then he can start chaff me, push me, and be aggressive with multiple units at the same time, which might be hard for me to contain and be sure that I can counter properly what he might do with this cavalry and especially the character. What I would like to avoid is him striking at my old battle line at multiple points, meaning I couldn't basically intervene with the Great Khan where I need to if I'm busy or on another part of the map. So that was a bit the problem, to try to engage frontally, and there is no need to take board control on Capture the Flag. So what I did is go opposite corner, take not much risk, so I put my block of tribesmen here to basically face the Gorgon. They have no position, so I will just push slowly forward and at some point try to catch them. The giant that could push towards his side. Then we have the Merc-Vets, the Tusker, the Frosty, and my scoring unit hidden in the back. I put at the beginning old character in the middle unit. I could have also potentially exchanged Tusker and them to have a bit more ability to push forward with the Tusker. Could have been a way, but I was a bit afraid that as soon as I want to push forward, then the Gorgon could be in a possibility could have opportunities to charge me in the flank and escape from this part of the map. And I cannot charge a flank charge. I cannot take a flank charge on Tuskers from them, which I could from the mercenary block thanks to the Great Khan and then Merc Vets as well. So that's how I ended up, and obviously I made sure I cannot escape any line of sight between Vanguard and movement. There is no way he can land in anywhere that I don't see. So that was important for me as well. His turn 1 pushes the light cav forward to try to start to shoot me. The rest moves forward. He started to put his 2 character here and kept quite far away from my shooting with his Acolyte. I can understand the minimization that he tried to do at my shooting, but then I didn't get why he pushed so much forward with the light cav, meaning I still have a target. If you minimize, then you give no target, or no good target at least, which would have been the case if you don't take that into account. But by pushing so much forward with the light cav, it could get me to just focus the range damage on them, deal with them, and take some easy points. So I didn't get that. But maybe he wanted also to force me to shoot onto him, then save 2 or 3, chaff me, and then push forward. I don't know, because I think the one key aspect also of the matchup is the fact that his aggressive elements are not scoring, which is not the case for me. So if you check, the 2 characters are not scoring, Thunderpack are not scoring unit, and the same goes for them and them. Meaning by engaging some of these units at a good place at the right time, even if he loses 1 unit, for example, the Thunderpack, if he gets in return a scoring unit of my line, then I will have a hard time to compensate that. So that could be also one of the reasons why he decided to bait me. Magic Face, he got Hereditary off. And then I don't know what I did, but I mixed up with my magic cards. And basically I put Twisted Effigy was like glued somehow under another card. And I didn't see him having Twisted Effigy. So when I check at the spell, then he cast the movement spell from Evocation to move 1 Bolt Thrower forward. And I was like, okay, there is nothing else that I want to dispel, so let's get that out. And after that, he cast Twisted Effigy on my Merc Vets. Annoying, but yeah, my mistake. So happens, so I cannot shoot with them first turn, which is annoying because I had a good target, like I said. Anyway, my turn 1, so then I still need to find a way to get rid of them. I checked a bit how would the position, so I lost 2 wounds on the Frost Mammoth due to, I don't know, how did he do, due to them shooting at me, I guess, which is not bad. I check a little bit the position of the Frost, if I charge, if he flee, if I reform after the charge, how does it look like, if he charge me after, can I punish that, and so on. And I check that I could charge him easily. If he flees, then I don't have much control. But if he breaks and I reform, then it's still not an easy charge to take. At least it's hard for him to combine those 2. Get the character is quite likely. But then if I put a unit as a counter charger and he cannot chaff this unit, I should be fine. That was my thought process. So I took the charge. Reorganize my battle line. Here I think small mistake, but I could have pushed, I think, the tribesman hard to basically chaff him, enter the ruin, maybe take a couple of DTs with the first rank, something like that. Then he has no position, so chaff him, tell him either you charge me or charge you next turn, and then I'm sure that from turn 2 I've dealt with the only threat from this right flank, and then I can turn towards the left, and basically I take some good 400 points and makes my life easier. So here I think that was a lost opportunity somehow, a missed opportunity. This guy moved far away from charge range, out of rank of them, to try to possibly hunt them or charge them next turn. Magic Face, I get a good Hand of Heaven and one-shot this cavalry, which was really nice. A bit lucky. Then I get Hereditary on the Frosty in case you want to charge me. And then close combat. I kill 5, which is okay. So I have 10 attack going before him, plus D3 impact hits. Could have done more, could have done less, so 5 is kind of okay. He breaks from combat. I decide to restrain, and that's it. His turn 2, rally these guys. Didn't charge me, move the cavalry here, and move forward with the shooting to shoot at the Frost Mammoth. That has 4 wounds remaining. These guys move slightly back. These guys push to my flank together with Thunderpack and cavalry. So he forms kind of 4 threats together. Basically in a zone where I don't have so many threats to cover him. I only have these 2 blocks. So he apply a bit of pressure on this part of the map, but at the same time it's 3 of them can easily back away, so I don't have recontrol on that, but I need to be careful. We're still quite far away from each other, so if I cover properly the angle and give him long charges, as long as he cannot easily combine in a charge against the mercs between multiple units, I should be fine. Magic Face, he get Touch of the Reaper, did 1 wound to the Frost, and then with shooting he killed the 3. I did exactly the 3 remaining wounds and killed the Frosty. Got punished for this mistake with Twisted Effigy turn 1 and had to cover with the Frosty to get rid of them. So got punished for that. It's fair. My turn 2, basically, yeah. I reform, so I back a little bit to reform a compact battle line to make really hard for him to push me further. In my magic phase, nothing particular. In shooting phase, I know it's Merc Vets can really hurt the Warlock unit, and I did 4 wounds of them, which makes even harder for him to push forward and engage, which was nice. And that's it. His turn 3, he backs off, put the Warlock behind. These guys continue to move back. These guys move back, put them behind the hill. So basically, yeah, he plays it quite safe. Magic phase, he got touch on the Tusker, did nothing, I guess, and then he got hereditary off. My turn 3, I push again forward to get some shooting. So basically my plan will be, at the moment we are on 10-10, even if I kill that unit it's 10-10, but maybe I can get some more points later on, but I plan to give 0 to him basically. He already got 380 from the Frost, I got 170 from the Light Cav. So I need to get them and maybe something else to try to win it, but looks really unlikely. As you can see, he can easily back off and move away, and there is still so much space between us. And I cannot easily just push forward on some zone because he could easily use a character to block me, use the spear in combination, and then bring the Obsidian Guard and stuff. So it's flag. I don't have so many opportunities. Magic phase, I did Hand of Heaven on them. He did 2 saves. Then with shooting, I did like 4 wounds with the mercs, which is nice. And I put, yeah, again, the Kagadai was here in case he wants to charge me, but doesn't matter much. His turn 4, he continues to back off. Oh, maybe that was the wrong picture. I think this one is the right picture between our 2 turns, more or less. Yeah, basically it won't happen much more. What I can tell you is I will continue to move away, and at some point, I think turn 5, I will kill these guys. So I take the point from shooting, and then that's more or less the end of the game. So yeah, kind of a boring game, I agree, but sometimes that's how it is in this team tournament. I mean, for both of us, it was too risky to choose another game plan, in my opinion. By playing a bit better, I think I should have been able to claim 11 or 12 victory. I could have easily saved the Frost Mammoth and get some point from shooting, and I think I should have been able to win it. Also, if I push straight away with them, try to get them as soon as possible, and then turn towards the left, form a compact battle line, and get some point from shooting, I should have been able to get slightly more than that. But yeah, no big regret here. So that's how we ended up. Some words, not many opening. He has a lot of mobility. It was hard to catch him. Maybe, like I said, if I would have exchanged Tusker Cavalry with the Merc Vets, I could have been able, considering the fact that the Trifan could push hard to chaff him, then I could have pushed with the Tusker as well, and then really block the down part of the map with the Merc Vets shooting, and then try to maybe push slightly more with the Tusker, but I'm not sure I would have catch anything, because you saw all the pieces that were closest to me were like pieces that could move easily away. Yeah, stupid mistake turn 1. Be aware that you see all your cards before you decide to dispel anything. And maybe, I don't know, I should have maybe pursued with the Frost to tell him, because of the Frost rule, freezing aura, you roll minimize, maximize, so I get a chance to catch you, and if I catch him, it's like 270, so it's almost similar price to the frost. Maybe would have been worth it. I don't know. I didn't like the fact that if I pursue, then he could charge me with the spear and get those points, or easily move fast forward with the spears. But I think I should have take slightly more time to check the exact range, shooting range, and what could hit me next turn, just to rate better. Is the frost likely to die? And if yes, maybe I should just basically pursue to get some points. Would have been maybe better. What happened this round? We get overall 4 wins, 1 draw and 3 losses, but 2 of the losses are heavy losses, and this makes Germany winning the tournament and winning the final round 83-77, so very close round. It was interesting, entertaining. I think our pairing wasn't perfect. I think maybe this matchup rating, I think Philip put it higher, like close to 10, which was probably a bit optimistic. And then Xavier knew it was a bad matchup, but put in the matrix, I don't remember exactly, but should have put maybe even lower to really avoid the match. At some point, we had a problem in the pairing that we ended up with this match that was highly negative for Xavier. And therefore, yeah, ended up with big losses, 2 big losses that make the difference for Germany. So congrats to them for winning the tournament, first of all. And yeah, it was an interesting round to finish, and it's also always a good feeling to finish on the top table and play really for something. We didn't have crazy opportunity, as you can see, to win it big as we needed to win it. So yeah, but still a couple of good wins this round. So that's it, guys, for this 5th round, and we will talk again in my conclusion video, where I will take the time to analyze all the available data, the result, and so on. Thanks a lot for watching the battle report, and talk to you soon. Bye.